President Johnson, a man who promised that he would uphold the values of liberty and equality as stated by the Constitution of the United States of America. A man who makes grand promises at home. Yet, his actions with the OFN mandates in the Congo speak otherwise. We here at LNH News pride ourselves on our unbiased neutral stance on world news, but this betrayal of American values has led us to make this great expose on the OFN mandate of the Congo. After the final defeat and flight of Reichskommissar Muller, the mandate was handed over to General Creighton Abrams Jr. From the beginning, the mandate had no concrete plans to rule over a region as vast and scarred with violence as the Congo. General Abrams' troops have been suspected of carrying out open massacres of natives in the name of destroying SS strongholds. Instead of destroying the evil German system of governance, General Abrams has embraced it. Under Reichskommissar Muller, the Germans ruled as slave overlords, while the natives in the countryside lived in an anarchic mess with the Germans paying mercenaries like Bob Dinard to deal with them. Guess whom General Abrams met barely 3 months after the establishment of the mandate? This same Dinard. Indeed, it seems that the general is paying ex-German mercenaries and a new batch of paid killers from the OFN to deal with the natives just as the Germans did. A report says that old German guidebooks are being studied to keep the natives at bay for ensuing a delicate peace, and Belgian colonial settlers are being hired and armed in huge numbers. A New Jersey journalist jokingly remarked that we have went from Nazi tyranny back to King Leopold. Unlike the Marxists, we never advocated for abruptly redistributing all German property to natives, as that would lead to an economic disaster and would have achieved nothing. Management of ex-German government and private property was a must. However, the way it is being done by our government can be summed up in one word: exploitation. Plantations, dams, lakeside properties, factories and ports are all being auctioned off like candy to companies like Standard Oil at suspiciously low prices and with no regards for the wishes of natives. After all this, you might ask, why isn't the mandate able to negotiate with the natives? The answer is shocking. On 3 separate occasions, talks between the OFN and rebel leaders have broken down because of our unwillingness to understand the ground situation. Mobutu, the influential rebel leader, was not allowed to negotiate because of unproven claims of him collaborating with the SS a decade ago and was instead offered a humiliating pardon. When he refused, his plane was shot down by American artillery, his people's villages were burned in a quote-unquote battle, and his men are now in open revolution against us. This is what our boys are going through in the Congo. We appeal to President Johnson and the people to reconsider our policy in the Congo before it's too late, and all we achieve is a raging fire in Africa and a broken youth with permanently scarred minds.
My guest today is a member of the Senate Committees on Aeronautical and Space Sciences, Appropriations, and Armed Services, and also is one of the most important women in the United States and a candidate for President of the United States, Senator Margaret Chase Smith of Maine.